Iron Paint here, guys. We're hopping into round 2 with our very underwhelming blue-red deck in our Iconic Masters draft here. We're up against the Tangleroot with the Harvester avatar. We're going to go ahead and keep this. We've got the Ancestral for turn 1, which is pretty powerful. And we've got maybe one of our best creatures in this silly guy right here. Aether Vial. This is probably going to be unpleasant pretty quickly. Alright, hopefully it doesn't get totally out of control for us here. Okay, he suspended the Baloth there. That's fine. We'll see what he does with this vial here. He's probably going to be able to start doing some work with it here shortly. Interesting. Too bad we didn't have a fast start for him. Aether Vial is kind of an interesting card in the sense that you can actually kind of play without your lands if you've got it. Interesting. Why wouldn't he just do that for free? That's weird. Pretty weird. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cast Gutter Snipe. Then we're going to Pillar of Flame this guy. Really not sure why he didn't do this. Why he didn't just do this already. Maybe he's got another creature that's going to come in, but it can't block our guy anyways. No. Very weird. So strange. Why do that? I don't understand. I just don't get it. And you're now going to cast a 4-drop? Does he think you have to sack it or something? So weird. So he could play both of those creatures for free. He could have just played them both for free. I think it's time for our vision. Getting some triggers from our stuff here. Alright, this almost seems unfair against this opponent. I guess we're going to Claustrophobia this thing. He can do that whenever he wants, although it's hard to know if he knows about, like, strategy. Doesn't feel like it. If he gets us here and he gets to block our Gutter Snipe, it's not going to make us lose the game probably, so. Alright, so he is going to get us here. It's a reasonably good trick. Nice work. Alright, so hopefully in a moment we'll be able to, the thing's got Trample, that's too bad. Trample's really going to ruin our ability to deal with the Ceratok with our Illusory Ambusher. I mean, we can trade, but we'll only get to draw one card, which is kind of lame. We've got the Aerialist, we maybe just want to cast that. Yeah, I think I like swinging right here. Just casting the Aerialist. So he's going to get his Baloth this turn. And I wonder if he has a creature that's actually going to cost as much mana as he's got on the Aether Vial now. It's not that much or less, correct? Only equal to. Pretty weird. Alright, we're going to take 5 from that Baloth. I do think we probably want to swing with some guys. If we crash in with these two guys at 5 and 2, that'd be 7. It's just barely not enough. We could get the job done if we also condescend for 0. I think I'm willing to gamble to try to win here. I think we're probably going to lose if we don't go ahead and win soon. So let's go ahead and cast Electrolyze. And we're going to hold priority. And then we're going to go ahead and try to condescend that for 1. So unless we pay 0 to get another trigger. Yeah, we'll pay 0 for condescend. So I guess we're gonna put our Oblivion Stone on the top, just in case. We don't have enough mana to actually do that, so that doesn't make any sense. We're just gonna bottom both of these. Alright, we're gonna make our swing here. And this will be enough if he doesn't have a way to block us. He's going to put a creature in. It's got to have reach or it's not going to do anything here. Oh, it's got flying. He's got Jugen. Impressive. He'll just be chump blocking, but he is going to win this game. Pretty nice. Pretty nicely done. Alright. Well, actually, we don't automatically lose. Oh, actually, because each creature you control with plus counter has trample. Okay. So that should do it right. Let's think about that for a second. It's 14 minus 2 is 12. It's still going to be enough. So we're actually going to go ahead and concede here. Pretty impressive that he was able to hit that Juge in there. That was pretty good. He may have been holding that for a little while. Either way, pretty nice play on his part. So, given that situation, I think what we want to do is he's playing a kind of a weird deck there. I think we want to go a little bit more defensive against him. We're going to play some later game threats. We're going to pull the Kiln Fiend, though I do think we're going to keep the Spell Fist. We're also going to pull Ojutai's Breath, as we're not going to try to win the game as early. We're going to pull both Halberders. We're going to put in Aerialist, a wall. We're going to put in both eggs. And really, I want to be able to fit this Tormenting Voice in here too, so I'm going to figure out what we can cut to put that in. So, I've got 12 creatures. Perhaps we can afford to cut the Thug. Doesn't seem exciting. We could also run a Fury Charm if we want. Fury Charm could be sweet for destroying that. And it also, +1/+1 and trample's not nothing. But I think that's probably a misplay. Yeah, I think this is fine. We need to pull one more card. We can't really cut a land here, I don't think. And I really kind of want to play both Tormenting Voices. Although maybe we can cut a land with both voices. Yeah, let's live on the gamble here. Let's go ahead and cut a land here. I think we're going to cut an island. Got several double blue cards though. Several double red as well, with the more important probably double red. Alright, we're going to cut an island. We're going to see how this runs. We do have 2 Boiler Works and the 2 Tormenting Voices, which all four of those should help us with our mana a little bit. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. This hand is not great, but it's keepable, so we're going to go ahead and keep this one. Since we've got that Boiler Works. Nice to be on the play, actually, with the Boiler Works, so we don't have to discard, since we're not going to be able to play something before we have to pick up our land. Alright, so we're going to slam the Boiler Works here and pick up our mountain. I do that every time. I don't even know. I can't stop myself. Okay. So on our next turn we're probably going to cast Jessian Thief, but it's going to depend a little bit on what he does here. Okay, cool. Jessian Thief it is. Now depending on what he plays, we may be able to get it out of the way with the pillar. Sweet, we can get it out of the way with a pillar and deal him a little extra damage. So that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and pillar that now. Go ahead and swing in for 2 and draw a card. Drawing cards with the Thief is pretty amazing. After just a few cards, the opponent is usually beaten and broken. I think I kind of like going pretty aggressive here and slamming the Splatter Thug in attack mode here. It's pretty aggressive, but I kind of like the idea of just getting at him as quickly as we can here. Okay, and he's got a spy. Oh, we're milling our Gutter Snipe away. That's too bad. That's okay. There's an Electrolyze. That could be good if he blocks. Sure. So we're going to go ahead and swing in with both. Alright, so one here and one there. She'll get the prowess and we'll kill that guy. Alright, he's going to take 3 from our buddy. Let's go ahead and throw Spell Fist down, see what he's got to defend with here. So we've been able to control the board pretty well so far, and there's a concession. That was pretty good. So interestingly enough, we ended up on a really aggressive end instead, so he must have just had a bad hand he maybe shouldn't have capped. It's too bad we don't have a couple more early drops, or our deck could be pretty nasty. Another, possibility is we could switch to a much more aggressive deck where we play the Halberders and we plan on turn 5 just slamming Hammer Hand right onto them and or onto another creature and then trying to win the game. But I think that's a lot more greedy and I don't think it's as good. So I think I'm happy with this the way that it is right now. We could think about repeal or diminish. He's got some large creatures, but I think I want to play this deck again the way we've got it set up here, even though we did win that one on the aggro. We're going to be on the draw this time, and I think I would prefer to kind of take it a little bit slower and try to win the game with our control. Okay, I think we're going to keep this. Alright, let's see what we're working with here next turn. We're going to need to play something before we play our Boiler Works, or we're going to have to discard a card. That's a creature the Boiler Works or the Anger of the Gods can kill, so that's a good thing for us. We are going to play Spell Fist though. And the hope actually here is going to be that he swings and we block and then he uses up some kind of spell in order to get the guide through. Whenever a creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Well, that's not as ideal. Okay. We can't claustrophobia it yet. That's pretty dangerous. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and roll with that, I guess. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit him for one. That card's really powerful. Curse of Predation. Pretty impressive. Alright, we're going to be taking 4 from it this time. Here comes another dude, almost certainly. Lure. Okay. So claustrophobia is going to be pretty good on that. Alright. So at least we were able to get him claustrophobia'd up. Hopefully this creature's too small. Yep, he's pretty small. Although, you know, I mean, he'll get bigger pretty fast. So we may have to just go ahead and kill him. Don't really want to, that's going to kill our creature too. Only got 5, so if we let him become a 3/4 and then he become a 4/5 on the next one. Could play Anger. We could attack first. I kind of like attacking first. Alright, now we can play Anger. Alright, and then we have a tiny bit of mana left up for Condescend. Hopefully he'll tap out and play something sweet. Okay, so he's going to get this guy. This guy's going to have Death Touch all the time. We can trade our Aerialist for him if we want. I think that's what we're going to have to do actually here. Alternatively, we can play the Wall. No, that's no good. Hate that. Alright, so here's the Aerialist. That should be a straight trade for that guy. He'll have 3 cards left. We've got more. Uh-oh, he's going to keep his. This is going to be a problem. Okay, that wasn't great. Alright, this is not great. It's going to be a serious problem, it looks like. Mnemonic Wall can draw back our Anger. But it feels like we're going to be dead before we can even really use it. I'm not sure what's going to happen if we try to pillar this. I think the damage is going to get prevented. And then it's going to become a 2/1, I guess. I think that's what's going to happen. think we've got to play our wall, even though it's totally telegraphed. We should be able to, at least between the anger and the pillar, kill the Nightblade. Put a puzzle on himself. Oh, he's putting it over there. Okay. So I think we do want to anger here. So here we could discard something. I think we might want to discard the Thief, actually. The Egg's going to be pretty sweet in that it can block twice. And it can actually... it can't really trade, but it can block twice. Okay. Not crazy amazing situation here, but... we're going to have to chump with our wall. It's a pretty brutal combo here. Alright, this may give us a little bit of time. Too bad we didn't put that repeal in. That repeal will be pretty powerful against the Tiger. I guess we could draw our other copy of Claustrophobia. That'd be pretty great here. Or Oblivion Stone also. There's Claustrophobia, so that's what we're going to use here. So we could swing with the dragon here. I think we're just going to hang back for a single turn so that we can still condescend pretty effectively. And it appears that was a mistake on our part. That's alright, we'll swing with the dragon this turn. Although all it's going to do is just trade for that, huh? Yeah, let's just not swing with it. Still got Condescend up. We're in pretty scared shape here, though. Because he probably has a lot of spells that don't cost that much mana. There comes another of the Caryatids. He's playing a bunch of these defenders. Maybe he has Aerial, whatever it's called, the uncommon. This thing's going to come in and let him draw a card in a second here. So it's not going to be ideal. We might be able to condescend it. He's got 2, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're not going to be able to condescend it. We can trade with it, though. So he's going to try to cast it, but if we condescend it for just 1, it'll make it so he doesn't get to draw a card. So that might be worth it, actually. Yeah, let's actually do that. Actually, maybe we should just go ahead and mess up his turn. Yep. He'll be able to pay the mana, but he will have some tap lands and he won't get the draw card effect. He'll probably have still enough to do what he wants, but maybe it'll mess up his turn a little bit. Alright, the Illusory Ambusher is awesome. We're going to put this on the bottom. We're going to put the Illusory Ambusher on top, as he might be able to get us out of this situation. Wish we could afford to take the 4 from this thing once. Alright, so we're going to block like that. We're going to take 1. Crown Ceratoc's pretty crazy in his deck. Alright, so currently if he swings with the Ceratoc, he's going to deal us 3. But he may not swing with it because he may not want to lose his creature that can do all this work. I think we're going to trade both so that we don't put him in a situation where he can have just a single pump spell. Alright. Spiritmonger. Well, that's not my favorite. Well, I mean, actually, I love Spiritmonger, but I'm sad that he has them. So at least we can block once and draw 4 cards. That won't be nothing, because he won't have trample. Still got a bunch of counters on this thing, I think, right? 2 more. Quite a while. Oh, we can't discard our Ambusher, so we're going to have to just pass. That's going to be 6 cards. That's a lot of, actually 7 cards. Hopefully he does not have spot removal for our Ambusher. Alright, drawing 7 cards. We are going to be able to counter this. It's actually been a pretty interesting game here. We're going to put Electrolyze on top, I guess. Does that make sense? Maybe not. We really just want to draw O-Stone. Let's put it on the bottom, and let's put the mountain on the bottom as well. There's Oblivion Stone, as if on command. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. So we have enough to go ahead and play it and activate it. And I think that's going to be our play. He's got no cards, so I think that's actually pretty easily what we want to do here. So actually he can regenerate the Spiritmonger. That's something I didn't consider. He's got 1 black up actually. So that was actually a misplay on my part here. So, oh man, that was a pretty big mistake actually. We might be able to draw a small creature we can block with for a turn and then do this. But if he can just always regenerate it, it's not going to matter. Alright, let's, that was actually a misplay. That's gonna sting. Alright, we're gonna Tormenting Voice, we're gonna pitch away an island. We got an egg that can block for a turn. Okay, he suspended the Shaman. And he doesn't swing with the Spirit Monger here. Interesting. We're going to draw some cards here. Yeah, we're going to choose ourselves even though we've got almost no cards left, right? Draw 3 extra. Yeah, we kind of have to. Okay. There's a land. We don't really want to electrolyze now, do we? Unless we can win the game. Aerialist and Hoarding Dragon would be good. Can we do both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 again. No, we only have 10 mana, we don't have 11. That might be the difference of whether or not we can win the game, actually. That might make us just lose. Nice, no fear, he says. That's pretty funny. Alright, so we can play the Hoarding Dragon. Or let's see, the Aerialist can deal, with the help of our Electrolyze and our Pillar. Well, it can't get the help from the Electrolyze. With the help of our Pillar and our Condescend, the Aerialist can deal 6, 7, 8. That's not anywhere near enough, but he'll have to swing. So we can play the Aerialist, I think. And actually, the O-Stone will stop an attack for 1 turn. So, alright, we're going to go ahead and play the Aerialist here. Well, that was dumb because we can't actually kill that thing, but that's okay. So if he's going to bring him in, and he's going to actually swing with both, then we can win the game that way. Depends on what we draw, I think, a little bit. Although I think we know this is a land. I'm pretty sure we know this is actually like a mountain, I think, or an island we put on the bottom. Island, 2 islands, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so EOT, I think we want to put a fate counter on this guy. Just because. Don't think this actually matters or does anything. Okay, so let's throw down a mountain. So we've got 2 copies of spells that we can cast. We're not even close, right, to dealing the damage? No, we're not. Yeah, there might have been a way to solve and win this game. I'm not sure what it was. Alright, so we got smashed up there a little bit, got beat up.